there on your screen. Let me go ahead and switch on over in case he does anything. You know, I can't stand it when the footsteps don't match. And a Wednesday. There we go. Let me go ahead and put the map screen up there. We'll get us nice and ready. And there we go. Here we go, guys. You guys ready? 23 seconds before we start our second match of tonight. Sponsored by the Greek Storm and Simplistic Gaming. Simplistic Gaming. There we go. He has two different names and a triple room each time. Choo-choo, we were here to witness. Uh-oh, somebody got witness. Can I get a witness? Or whatever that song is. Alright, so as you can see, we're coming in from that western wasteland wall just to the southwest of El Pozo, going down and across the map to the south side of Puerto Paricio into the water. We're going to go across the top of Monte Nuevo and down the Monte Nuevo to Los Leon corridor. So we'll have a lot of car spawns right below that flight path. Let's see where everyone goes. We know that there's several of the drops that these players do like. We should have some activity over in El Pozo, Chumacera, maybe even Pecado, because I'm feeling like the Gods of War may live up to their name and drop on down in there. I think it might be a little too far for the Hacienda del Patron that some of these players like to land in. So here we go, the taco lovers on their way down, and as you can see on the mini map, it might be a little small for you, but there's 3 other teams right here with them just for fun, always on top, and the Silver Spurs are right here alongside of the taco lovers. There goes the Silver Spurs Master YouTube. And our first zone has popped, and we're going to that northeast side. We're going from Torremunda down to Leones, wrapping around the power grid area. So there you go. That is what's happening. Oh, Wednesday's. Jur. Oh, this is going to be hot, guys. Wednesday coming in behind Jur. So Jur is already on the ground. Can Wednesday find a gun fast enough? And look at this, right behind him, and he's able to get some shots onto him, and he goes right past him because that was an AUG sitting there, but he gets came right up and in. So our top fragger of the last match landing after the Silver Spurs were able to get that elimination. So let's go ahead and head on over to the map. Let me see what else is happening. It does look like Picado has a couple, but we also see that Exceed and Excellence are also in a fight. Let's get on over here. We've got all sorts of teams right here. Body Bot, I see you. Hello, Bot. Shout out to Bot, but you are looking right across at Trick. We are right here in Picado. Let's get on over here, see what Trick is doing. It looks like he's coming up and around. I thought there were more teams over here in Picado, but I'd only see the 2 teams at the moment. So let's go. Always on top, Blaze. Blaze getting a knock. Let's get on over to Blaze and see what Blaze is looking at. Let me go ahead and put that live screen right on up there. Blaze with that mini. Looks like he's being a chop shot, getting over onto Trick, but Trick does not go down. We also have team control in a fight with the Eagle Lifters. So 2 from the Eagle Lifters are now down. So let's see. Where are the fights from the Eagle Lifter? Ooh, Leones. Leones has 3 teams down in there. They've got the Golden Eagles, the Insidious Bots, and Secret Ways. So we got a couple of 3 teams in Leones that are going to have to move north to get into that zone. The Fearless 4 headed all the way up to La Cabrera. They'll be able to loot in peace for quite some times. But I do see the Gods of War. It looks like they may be headed to that north side. So maybe, maybe not. T-Games. T-Games in here this time. And it looks like they've got a big split. We got a 2-2 split. We've got a duo down by that western El Pozo. and all the way up to the north side of the ruins. That's kind of crazy split, but we do have a couple of teams. We've got team control right on over here as well. Let's see what's happening over here in Monte Nuevo. We got the Ego Lifters, team control. I only see a two. Oh, we got an Ego Lifters and a trio. So we do have a 3-3 going on over here in Monte. So let's go. Are they? Yeah, we both. It looks like team control and the Ego Lifters were able to both get an elimination onto each other, and it looks like LL maybe coming in Hund, coming right up onto Angelica. So we'll keep an eye on that for just a minute as well. It is a standoff over here in Bigado. Nobody's been knocked. We've got both teams are a full 4-man team. So now we got the Golden Fire. We've got the fights going off over in Leones. We know that they had to all push north, so they're going to crush into each other as well. So let's go back up and over, see what's happening with team control. Angelica looks like he's trying to push right up and in. And, oh, the shotgun jump. He's able to get him down to about 5 HP. And Wang is also trying to push up over now. So we're still rotating over here in Picado. So let me put this map screen up so you guys can check in on what Angelica is doing. Hello everyone and welcome to the Odyssey of Champions. Thank you Ivram for the gifted membership. Thank you. We are here with Simplicity Gaming and the Greek Storm, and they are presenting the Odyssey of Champions. We're with the semifinals group. Hera a little bit behind on a couple of things, so we're rolling along, guys. A little bumpy on my end, and mistakes were made, but we're rolling. But we also have an insane lobby for you again tonight. Last night, if you caught any of the matches, oh, they were so sweaty. And tonight, I expect nothing less. All right. So, in slot 3, we will have Scorpio. Slot 4, Velocity. Slot 5, we got I guess I'm here. In slot 6 are the 4 sexy frogs. You know I gotta get some. I love them. In slot 7, almost there. Slot 8, the All-Star Esports. Slot 9, Nexus Alliance. Slot 10, Rain Esports. Slot 11, Thunder Beast. Slot 12, Urza Esports. Slot 13, Necro Esports. 14, Straight Outta Nepal. Slot 15, Rich Esports. Slot 16, Alpha 4 Legends. 17, Team Control Star. 18, The Order. 19, Zero Mercy. 20, Storm Rot. 19, Zero Mercy. 20, Storm Rot. 21, Napoleone. 22, The Sinners. And 23 are the Gods of War. So let's go on down. Let's go ahead and start off our night with problems, because that is what my night is starting off with. Woo! Boys, oh boys, let me tell you, let's get that map up there for you. Let me get problem on the screen so that we got the mansion footsteps. There we go. How is everybody's Tuesday? We will get into this. We're gonna We're gonna roll with this, guys. We have got this made. Alright, so we're coming in from Lipovka, going down to that southwest edge of Military Base Island. We're going across the top of the gas station compound on that eastern bridge and all the way across that northern side, the northwest side of Military Base. Oh, Ibram with another gifted membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And right now we are jumping with the 4 sexy frogs. We got the problem on the screen. Alright, let me check in while you go. Ooh, we got that southwest zone. I feel like we're going to be staying on the mainland. We'll see where we end up, but that's what I'm thinking right now. The 4 sexy frogs are jumping off. They're headed over towards that southern Pachinki area. Hello, CLO Gaming. Alright, so let's see. What do I have? We've got Alpha 4 Legends over by Lipovka, almost there, not too far away from my guess. It does look like we got a couple teams headed over to Yasnaya as well. Team 13, Necro Esports, right there with Team 20, Storm Rot. Urza taking over the shelter. Let's see, another gifted membership. Thank you, Ibram. Thank you. You are so OP. Got the Sinners over there by the OP dip in the garage. Straight out of Nepal, right down in Milta. Let's see, we've got Team 9 over at that gas station compound, which are Nexus Alliance. Rain down in Novo. Let's see. Woo, Primorsk. Let's head over to Primorsk. It looks like the gods of war are getting ready to get into a fight right on over here. So let me check in on Kalikar. Where is my plunger, Kalikar? Where's the plunger? So we got the gods of war over here in Primorsk, and they're right here with Team 21 Napoleone. Let's check in on the wizard. Hello, wizard. I see you. Woo! Crazy Abraham Lincoln. What is that? Alright, so now let's see. What am I missing, guys? I think we're doing just fine. I want to check in on the map while we... Oh, almost there. Almost there in that fight. Let's see. Where are they? Where did they go? Are they over here? Where did... Almost there. There they are. I forgot they went. Cielo! 3 months! Thank you, Cielo! Alright, so almost there is over here in the fight. Let's see, that was with, I guess, maybe? No, because I guess is actually still a 4-man. I did miss who they were in the fight with. I see all 4 of them for the Alpha 4 Legend. But let me check in over on the Team 20, which are Storm Rot, and they are missing 2 of their players over here at Heaven. So they do have to get on out of there. I'm not sure what he is doing at the moment. Let's come on down here because we got a fight going on right on over here as well. So we've got Thunder Beast in a fight with the 4 sexy frogs. The 4 sexy frogs. Ooh, the problem has a problem. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and try to get him, but we lost Furiosa. And it does look like the Beast to have a couple of them down. And the Beast may only be up to 1 player left. Yes, Zazabat. Zazabat is the last one. I mean, we are over here at the 12-pack. So, Ibram with another gifted membership. Thank you. Woo. Ibram, thank you. Alright, so let's see. It looks like Thunderbeast is gonna have to... Oh, he's gonna have to try to get on out of there because now the 4 sexy frogs are coming on up, and it looks like Control is in a fight as well. Where did Control go? Yeah, they are right over here on that California coastline. And Itachi already up to an elimination. I'm not sure who the other one... There we go. Order. It looks like they took one out from Team 18, which are the Order. And it looks like he's just trying to keep order in his life and staying quiet. Alpha 4 Legend with, I guess, right on over here. Let's come on over. Oh, he's getting pulled up on. So here comes Team Control Star. Team Control Star. It looks like all 4 of them coming up on the Morant. So let's see what's going on with this. Can he hold him off? He has enough ammo. And he's also got the S12. But, oh, he got pushed up on so fast by 666. He didn't stand a chance. And now it does look like we are down to a solo player for the Order. And JC's just going to go ahead and say, see ya later. Ooh, that's not the greatest way to get on out of there. Another gifted membership. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. Alright, so the 4 Sexy Frogs in another fight. Where is this going on? It looks like the 4 Sexy Frogs went from the fire into... Where is this? Where is all this going on, guys? It looks like they are just gonna... They're out for blood. So let me see. Urza getting into something over here. Let's go on over here and see what Urza is up to. It looks like they're just over here by the OP pit dip where we just saw the 4 Sexy Frogs. But I don't see where the 4 Sexy Frogs went at this point. We got straight on the Paul over here. You can call me Abraham Lincoln, right? Ooh, Wolfie! Wolfie gets taken down and out by Urza Esports. So now, let's see. The last hope. Can Hope stay alive, boys? Let's check in on Spence. Ooh, Hope with that seat swap down to about 5 HP. Spence is coming up and Loston. Loston is down, so now it's up to Hope and Spence. Spence was able to get that knock, might be able to get lost and pick back up, but Ursa is right over here as well. So let's see. We'll stay here for just a minute. Holy smokes. Alright, so let's see what is happening up here. It looks like Necro and Almost there also in a fight going on. Let's see what we can see where these two teams are. We got Almost there coming right up and in on Necro, but I think Necro is getting the Necro out of there. So let's see. We still have the fight that's going on down in Primorsk as well, and our zone is pulling to the mainland. So now we got Rain Esports over here, also coming up over onto the All-Star Esports. So Rain. Ooh, I think Xanti's in trouble. Xanti is in trouble. So now Rain Esports down a player, and the other two are way over by that bridge. So we still have so much chaos going on in this map. All these players. This is only going into stage 2. Little monster sounds. Alright guys, let's see what another gifted membership, Abram, thank you. Abraham Lincoln, I forgot that's what you wanted to be called. Mr. President himself. Alright, so it does look like we're doing alright for the Gods of War over here. Gods of War do have 2 eliminations over onto Napoleone. So Napoleone down to just Alcor and Revenzers. Alright. Revenzers. I have no idea, guys. I don't do names well. You guys already know that about me. So Alpha 4 Legend, not too far away from Straight On Nepal. Straight On Nepal, trying to get on out of there. They did lose the duo Wolf and Lost and Spence. Spence trying to just get on over to zone. Rain Esports was able to come up and over the bridge, and they are over but we do have Team 8 coming up, the All-Stars Esports coming right on over here where we just saw Straight Out of Nepal starting to come into. I just wanted to show some love and support Much love from Turkey. Thank you, Ibro. Much love to you. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. It looks like we got another fight going on up here at the north. Once again, it looks like Almost There did track down where these players from the Storm Rot went. So let's see what's going on with Almost There. They are full 4-man team, and they're just coming into this northern side. Now that I have a moment to breathe, let me go ahead and put that map up there so you guys can see the chaos. We still have 17 teams in this, but we're down to 48 players already, just like that. And we are barely into stage 2. Alright, so let's get on over to the map. Let me see where our next fight. We can come on back over to the Gods of War right on down here as they are pulling up onto Napoleone. Let's see. Oh, Alcor, I'm sorry. So now we're down to just Revenzer. So he's going to try to get on out of there. He's taking the southern route out of Primorsk, and I'm not exactly sure if he's going to be able to get on out of here, but you can see by the mini map here that he is still in zone. The zone is right on this bottom edge of your mini map up above. So now Alpha 4 Legend over here in a fight with Urza Esport. Another gifted membership. Thank you. Thank you, Iram. Thank you, Mr. President himself. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Urza trying to get out of there. Lofsy just lofting himself across the map. Look at this. Urza Esports down to just Lofsy. Lofsy is trying to get out of the spray of all these teams that are already set up. You can hear that. We've got Team 8, Team 9 and Blind, Nexus Alliance taking all those shots at him, and he's going to come on over and check out the Porsche. The Porsche showroom, why not? Alright, so let me go ahead and put that map stream back up there while I check in on what's going on. You guys can try to figure out where your teams are. And we still have the 17 teams in here, straight out of Nepal. The last one's coming in out of that blue, but they're going to be coming right up and in over here onto Team 8, wrong button. Team 8 right on over here. All-Star Esports. Oh, Candy Joe, a name we've seen many times before. Nice little fragger right on over here, so we know this name very well. Candy Joe does have Spence not too far up on that ridge line, but Candy Joe wants to make sure that that car stays in one piece. So let's check in on what Spence is doing, because they sent out another player to come up and around to try to get some more information. So let me check on the map. Let me zoom it on in for the next time. You guys can see that we've shifted over. We're going to that south side of Pachinki, the Gatka Fields, that gas station, Westbridge gas station area. I'll go ahead and put that map stream up so you guys get a good idea of where your teams might be, as we do have the rotation by straight out into Paul Spence, trying to get up and around over towards the 12-pack, trying to get a little closer into zone, coming up onto the old HQA Hilltop. That's what we called this a long time ago. I don't know how many of you remember HQA. Alright, so Roman got a membership. Alright, so let's see, what else can we see? Let's go on over here and find out what is happening now, as we do have the Storm Rock coming right up and in, but they've got the Gods of War right behind them, and I feel like the Gods of War are hot on their trail, but we can see that Rich Esports is in a fight. And we are down to just Sharice, my hero. He is the last one still standing for Rain Esports. He does have the nade shack to himself, and he is fairly center zone, so he might be able to stay here just a little bit longer. But we've got almost there. Wiz is getting knocked right on over here. Let's see what's going on with Wiz. As I think Bear's going to be able to pick him back up. But we do have Stormrock coming up and around. And we also have another team coming on in as well. Sinner Scarface. Scarface not going to let anybody get too close to his compounds. That's for sure. And yeah, he is paying attention. He's got almost there and Stormrock right up above him. So let's see. Does looks like Scare is out there. I thought Scare was doing some recognizant missions, just getting some of that information, just coming on by, and it does look like Stormrot is having some issues right on over here. Looked like we had one that was knocked. He may be back up, but we've got the GOAT. So whenever you got the GOAT, you're in good hands, boys. You're in good hands. So let's see what's going on. This is Group Hera. I know the tags are messed up, guys, but the next matches we should have it all worked out, guys. Like I said, just a little bit of bumps in the road, so we'll get it going on. Alright, so let's see what else is there to show. Let me go. Oh, we do have two teams right here on top of each other. The Gods of War in another fight. And is that it for the Gods of War? I think the Gods of War get taken out over here by the Nexus Alliance. The Nexus Alliance are down to just a duo. We're at the farm just to the north of the Westbridge gas station. So we still have Charisse out there in the nade shack, but he is hanging tight. And so now let's get on over to the Sinners. The Sinners are trying to pull up and in, and you can see by the mini map up in the upper right hand corner that they are not alone over here. Let's go over to Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend K38. Is that Ken? Ken taking out someone trying to come on in. And that was Team Control Star. Star from the Team Control Star. So now let me go ahead and scroll on in. If you guys want to get an idea of what's happening, let me put that map right on up there so you can see it. Necro Esports also coming up and into this chaos of a zone. Gonna go ahead and hit that cliffside. You better hide that car a little bit better. Better do it. And let's see, almost there. I think they're down to just a duo over. Oh, I clicked the wrong one because I moved my buttons, guys. So it's probably gonna be 20 times that I do that tonight. Alright, so now let's see. Nexus Alliance looks like they're getting ready to push up the hill. Let's see what they're doing over here in the farm. They are right over on top of Team 8, the All-Stars Esports. When this match ends, I will sleep. Okay, Ibram, thank you. Alright, so the All-Star Esports also in the center of all this chaos that's going on right on over here. And we do have, look at this, we've got the Sinners right on down below. Scare getting a little scared by that. He's down to about 20 HP, but he does make it into the gas station area, and you can see that our zone just popped and the gas station is still in this. So let's go. Let's see. Let me give you that map stream so you can see where the next one is going. We do have Charisse on the move, but Charisse has a lot to deal with. Oh, I did it again. I'm going to have to move that. I cannot have that there. I'm going to put that way down here. There we go, guys. I shouldn't hit it anymore. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Nice little parking job there. I don't think Sharish had a vehicle to park that neatly. But he has Nexus Alliance and he's got the All-Star Esports right in front of him as he's trying to get on into zone. He also has Team 19 right over by him. Potato from Zero Mercy. What are they doing to you, Potato? And then he leaves you behind. Isn't that a typical teammate? Alright, so let's see. Was that Boops? Was Boops over here? And now we got Zero Mercy coming up from the beach, coming up into the Sinners. The Sinners still over here holding down that gas station compound. Scarface trying to get those shots as Zero Mercy go right up and through. Look at them threading that needle right on into zone, coming right up and behind the Sinners, coming into the shack. And who is in that shack right on over here? Let's see. I know it was one of those solos from Alpha 4 Legend. Is able to take 2 of them down. Woo! You guys are on fire tonight. Did you guys have tacos tonight too? And now here comes Sinners, though. Sinners do not like their new neighbors. They're trying to push right up and in. Scare says, boo. And boom, there we go. So now let's see, does he get anyone? I can't keep up with, I cannot keep up with what is going on. Scarface does get knocked and all that. And look at this, Scare gets Zero Mercy boops with that nade. So now let's see what else is going down. Zero Mercy down to three players in here, and Scare still coming up and around. Scare with another nade. Zero Mercy, baby, able to take down 2 of them now from the Sinners. Scare's the last one still standing. Those nades coming out and around the corner. We do have Straight Out Nepal in a fight with Nexus as well. So let's see. Ooh, what Scare can do as he comes right up in here trying to get those shots. And Scare gets taken down by Zero Mercy, holding down the Westbridge Barn. Almost there in the nade shack, the only team in a zone. So I hear, here comes the mortars, and now Straight Out in the ball right when we switched on over. Hope getting the shot over onto almost there in the nade shack, and now he's got the ballerina car going on, the ballerina up on point. Can they get on over there? They've already got that. They've already got the res off, but Soap coming right up and in. Soap going down. Spence going down. Almost there. Said, no, this is our nade shack. We were here first, and now we do have Candy Joe pulling right up and in onto Zero Mercy. Peeks right up and over. Gets Ninja down, and we are down to the top 4 teams. So let me get the overhead going. See what we can see from above, guys. So we've got almost there, still in the nade shack. We've got the Team 8, which are the All-Stars Esports, Necro Esports, Team 13, and Team 18, The Order. So now let me try getting on over here. Maybe I'll have a better view for you guys. I think that's everybody in the zone. Look at that. We got everybody in the zone right there, nice and neat. So I'm going to go ahead and put the screen up there so you can know. I'm going to put this screen up there so you guys can see where everybody is a little closer. There you go, guys. Now you can see that we do have them pushing right up and in, trying to get on over towards that nade shack. Let's go back over to almost there and check in on the wolf, because that wolf is right across. Holy moly, the spray down. But look at this, Lori up to 6 eliminations, and we're down to the top 3 teams. Necro Esports right across, and The Order. Ooh, what a shot from across that, and Lori does have to get up and into zone. Aisley trying to creep on in, but Aisley is outside in the blue and gonna deny that point. Aisley goes out to the blue, so now we are down to Order versus Necro Esports. Let's do this side by side. Let me see if I can figure out, will it be Danny with an elimination or Nicola? Nicola coming right up and in. Nicola's gonna be able to get that loot crate. Danny driving right up and around, trying to get this spray down. Order trying right there, and here they go right up and in, and the match is over. Just like that, guys. Necro Esports coming in first with 3 eliminations. Coming in second, the order. And third are the All-Star Esports. They're coming in with 11 eliminations in third. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. All-Star Esports. Lori, 6 eliminations, 866 damage. And with that, we will be right back. Boy, oh boy, am I clicking the wrong buttons tonight, guys. Oh, it's a little too far over, guys. Sorry about that. I did try to change that up, but it's not going to work that way, so I have to keep that in mind. And Angelica going down on that jump shot. So now, team control down to just a duo. So they're going to have to get on out of there. Let me go ahead and scroll that on up so that you guys can check in on your teams. I'll put the map screen up there, and let's head over to over to Los Leon. We do have Secret Ways down to a duo. JP up to 2 eliminations already, but we do have them trying to push north in the Golden Fire. Ooh, they've already left on out of there. And we've got the Insidious bots over here as well. And I think the Golden Fire might have been the team that took it the worst over here. Yeah, we're down to just a solo over here. Just for fun and always on top. In that fight now in Picado, let's head back on over to Picado now and see what's happening. We got Blaze. Blaze trying to get those shots right up and in. Let's check it out. Bot coming up and around, trying to get those knocks over onto Dark and Trick. I think he's right there on the backside. Dark and Wing are on the backside. Bot trying to heal up as they're coming up and around behind that. So we gotta keep an eye on what is happening right on over here. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit on this map over here, give you a better idea of where your teams are. A little clearer. Bot hearing all the footsteps right around him, but that wall is just a little too high for him to jump right up into the duo. From just for fun. Trick has been knocked. Let's check it on Dark. Dark is up to 2 eliminations coming around in FPP, and I think that might be it for Always on Top. So Always on Top going down to just for fun. Dark with 2, Trick with 1, and a Wing with 1 as well. So now let's get on over to Monte Nuevo because we still have the fight going on over here. And I think Team Control maybe, yeah, Hun took out 3 of them from Team Control. So Team Control waiting for us in Rondo. They should be able to put up quite a few points. Let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there. Give you guys an idea of where your teams may be rotating now. We do have, let's check in on what is happening over here. Is Absolute Pain is getting ready to wrap up and around over by Aether Esports. So Ninja Jad, you do have a team very close to you. It does look like they're going to try to move up and around, and they could end up into the Ego Lifters. I see some chaos up here. Let's see, T-Games coming in just to the south of where the Fearless 4 are, so go ahead and keep an eye on that as well. Always on top. Hello, Kind. Hello, welcome to the stream. Now you could see T-Games just when he looked over. You could see that we do have the Fearless 4 coming up and around. I see Luxury over here, and Luxury most likely has eyes across onto him. He knows that the other team's there, so he's going to be able to get that information over on to his team. But I see Viper's not that far away. Let's check in on what Viper's doing. So right now, as you guys can see, the elimination feed is really close. Viper barely missing that. Oh no, T-Games pushing right up and in. Viper on this off angle may be able to get some of those eliminated. Look at this! Viper coming right up and over. T-Games not seeing the push by Viper. Padrino with that off angle over onto Viper. So now here we go. The fight has started. Let's get this on the full screen. And now we do have T-Games. They are right here on this edge of zone. And now since down to 1 HP does get taken down, and it was by the play zone because he was so low in HP. Let's get on over, check in. Oh, how are you doing? And we do have a duo down for the Fearless 4, but we're going to be able to get Viper picked back up, but not Odyssey. So let's go. Let's see if the Fearless 4 can get on out of there. T-Game still coming up and in. So let's see. Padrino, what are you doing over here? So we do have them in this chaos. We've got a 2-1 split over here. And T-Games is trying to get out of this cross play. So the Gujarat Lions now in a fight with Exceed as well. So we'll have to go ahead and jump on over there as soon as this fight is on over. Padrino trying to get those shots over as Viper just is. Hello everyone and welcome back. This time we're going to be jumping with the All-Star Esports Lori. 6 eliminations, 866 damage. So let's get on over there and find Lori. So let's see. Edge. There we go. Lori on the screen there. Let's get this up there. That was the fastest and most chaotic thing ever. Let's get this up there. Let's get this over here. I have to do this, guys. I have to do this. Give me a second. And switch this over to this. See, hopefully it lines up. Done and dusted. There it is. My anxiety. Can I handle this tonight? I'm from Thank you again for another gifted sub. Thank you so much. Alright, so our Miramar match for the Odyssey of Champions Group Hera. We're coming in from Impala and going all the way across to that northwest edge. So we're headed up and over. We're going to be going over the top of La Padita. We've got Graveyard, San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, La Cabrera, all along that flight path. And we are jumping with the All-Star Esports. Whew. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. Alright guys, here we go. Tonight, let me tell you guys. Alright, so we do have Team 8 already off the plane, the All-Stars. They are headed up, ooh, very far northern zone. Look at that. We most of the zone is all the way off the map. So look at that. 20-30% unplayable. We've got the 4 Sexy Frogs and the Sinners headed on down to Picado, as you can see. Also, along with, look at this, with the All-Star Esports. So the last match top fragger headed to Picado with the 4 Sexy Frogs and the Sinners. We'll stay here for just a minute. Let me keep checking on our map though. So we also have the Order with Straight Out Nepal right over in Impala. We got to pay attention to that on the elimination feed as well. And we also have Hacienda del Patron. What is happening? We got, I guess, right on over here with, let's see, Team 3, Scorpio. Way already up to an elimination, but we also lost Ramez. Oh, and Wavy goes down, so now we are down to just a solo player over here in the Hacienda del Patron. They are still fighting against the duo from, I guess, Spider-Man goes down. And so now we are down to Weeaho. You guys and your name. So Weeaho over here in the fight. It's 1v1 with Saif. So let's see, trying to get those shots right up and around. And I know that is off because it is just the camera view. But let's go. Let's see what's going to happen. Let me go ahead and put this on the iPad. The 1v1 Weeaho right here. Let's see, Saif. So now let's see. He's trying to get those wraparounds, trying to come on through. And oh, there we go. Weeaho. Weeaho, making it work. Alright, guys. Let me go ahead and get that live stream back up there. And we'll get that off of there. Oh my goodness, you guys with your names. Alright, so we still have the 3 teams over here in Picado, but we did the 4 sexy frogs were able to take out I'm not sure, Ile. So now the 4 sexy frogs still pushing up onto the All-Star Esports. Don't forget that the All-Star Esports did have the last match top fragger. CLO Chief! Chief got a gift. Alright. 4 sexy frogs. Lux trying to hold off the push also from that other edge where the sinners are over at that one. I think they're over at that. Got that lean out above it from the casino. Yes. So now here comes, oh, sinners coming right up and in. And so now the 4 sexy frogs are just down to Jahoon. So now let's see what's happening. We do have just the 2 teams over here. So let's see what the All-Star Esports are going to do. They are down to just a trio now, and they're coming up and around onto the 4 sexy frogs solo, but he's trying to get on out of there. So let's check in on Candid Joe. Candid Joe back up onto their feet, as well as Lori. Lori across the way, still trying to cover for the team. Lori was the last match top fragger. So let's see what else is happening. Looks like straight out of Nepal. Does get a couple of eliminations. Urza Esports down in Puerto Paraiso, and now we are down to just Lori over here for the All-Star Esports. But the sinners also have some 2 of them knocked over here. While you guys watch that for a second, let me go ahead and see what else is happening. Some other eliminations on the feed, but it looks like everybody is pretty much pulled away from each other. These teams are hot. These teams are just non-stop, guys. We still have the All-Star Esports up there and the 4 sexy frogs. Oh, the 4 sexy frogs. There we go. Right on over here. And I think we did lose the one from the All-Star Esports. The All-Star Esports, I believe, are now out of Miramar. We'll be seeing them over and over again, I'm sure, in Rondo. So let me go ahead and put that map screen up there. You guys can check in on that, and I'll try to find us the next fight, because it does look like they're starting to pull away from each other just a little bit. Oh, we're going to stay here for just a minute more, because now the sinners are coming up right onto Juhoon. So let's see. Oh, slow reaction time. Got to get a little faster than that. Ooh, it felt like one of those, that commercial. Got to be quicker than that. Alright, do some of those edge pop shots. Come on, Juhoon, you got this. Oh, and right through the windows. So, Sinners, up to 5 eliminations out of the 3 teams that dropped into Picado. So, GG's, Sinners. And our zone is starting to close. We are starting to wrap up. Headed into the zone on all these teams. Let's see. I think that I believe in John Barry. Dun, dun. Velocity and Nuxify. What a cute little baby you got there. Gitchy goo. And Nuxify. The cars work way better if you got the wheels on the ground. Just saying, Nuxify. I don't mean to get into, you know, into your team mechanics or anything, but they work a little better. We do have the Gods of War right above them, though. Let's see what these guys are checking out. And Alpha 4 Legend not too far behind them. So let's go ahead and pay attention to Gil as he's trying to get those shots over onto Dizzy. As Dizzy comes right up and around. Ooh! Right into him. And Gil does not miss that shot. Able to take the one out from Alpha 4 Legend. But now Alpha 4 Legend knows that they're up here. Let's see, where's my Calicar? What are you doing, Calicar? Oh, Calicar is watching a Nuxify. Looks like a Nuxify and Link's headed on out of there. So they're going to try to get away from that whole business right on down. And look at that, we're still going to the north, and we still have about 20% of this as unplayable area. So let's see, let's go. Let me go ahead and put that map stream back up there. I think we're going to get a chaos right on the edge of zone over here. We've got, does look like Rich Esports is kind of holding down this edge of zone, trying to gatekeep these teams from coming on in. We've got straight on Nepal over here, Spence. He's got a perfectly good fan right there, but he's decided to take the camel. I don't know what the camel's going to eat over here, like the horses eat the grass, but Rich Esports is coming right at Spence. Oh, Spence, you got caught right in the low on your camel. So now Spence coming up and around trying to find Goonjan, but here comes straight on the ball Wolf to come up and around. Oh, and Wolfie gets taken out of that. No, Wolfie. So now Spence, what are you gonna do? You got Goonjan right there in front of you. And so Wolfie Spence has that molly right out, but now, as he's getting shot from the back, he does lose control of that molly. So now he knows that the gold leaf is right up on top. Ooh, nice damage up that hill onto that peak. But Kunjan's coming out and around now looking for Spence. Spence repositioning, trying to get the better angle over onto Kunjan. Kunjan with that DBS. I'd be backing it up too. My beeps would be going beep, 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 beep. Alright, so we got Alpha 4 Legend in a fight with Zero Mercy. We just saw that on the elimination feed. Spence! Oh, Spence gets taken down by Jas from up above. So now straight on up above is down to Hope and Loston. And they're coming right up and in onto Rich Esports. Kunjan is knocked, so Rich Esports is coming on down. Gonna try to get those angles. And look at this, Jas is still up on that ridge line, keeping the angles, trying to keep them up. And Hope, what a shot up that hill, does get a lot of damage onto him. So now let's see what's going on with Jas. Jas down to about 5-10 HP, so he's got to get healed back up before he can help on this over. So this overview. Oh my goodness, I got the wrong words in my mouth, guys. Alright, so now let's see what's going on with Loston. See if he can get some more of those shots right up and in with his Abacan. So the Abacan, oh, Zero Mercy still in that fight with Alpha 4 Legends as well. Let me go ahead and zoom on in out of this, because all this is taking place right over here in El Azahar. And as you guys can see on the map, El Azahar is not in the play zone at all. And we are getting ready to go ahead and zoom on into stage 3 as well. So now Velocity and Almost There also in a fight. So let's go ahead and get off of these teams and see what's going on right on over here, because I do see that Sinners are coming right up and in onto a couple of teams that are already into a fight. We got Scarface down, Pookie down to about 5 HP. Let's check in on Scare as we've got Zero Mercy coming right up and in and right around. He's got this S12. He's got the sandwich ready to deliver. Ew! And he delivers it right into Ninja. And now, let's see, we got one more from Zero Mercy still coming up and around. Scare knowing that there's one right in behind him. Scarface going down. And Scare coming right up and in on the blocks there. Woohoo! I think that was a squad wipe by Scare. Squad wipe, devastating wipe. He's the solo player remaining from the Sinners, but they've got 9 eliminations. He's got 5 of them. And he did some extra special work with that S12 DoorDash delivery. Alright guys, let's go ahead and put that map back up there. We got Order in a fight with Rich Esports. We already know that Rich Esports was coming through from El Azahar. So let's check in on what is happening with the duo from Order. We're down to JC and Conquest. So I think Rich Esports is still right on the outside of them. You can see them right on over here. We also have the teams coming right up onto Napoleone, the Wizard. Oh, the Wizard going down. And we are right over here with a couple of teams. I see Team 7 over here. Almost there, but there's, oh no, Almost There. Wiz coming up and over that edge just as they're getting pushed up behind by the gods of war coming up. And so Napoleone down to Elcor. Elcor trying to get that pickup as Bears coming right on through and finishing off the Wizard. So now, Alcor trying to pop up, trying to get some of those shots. The smoke is blocking most of the sideline. Alcor does get another knock, but Bear is able to finish that off. But you can see that the Gods of War are right on top of them. So let's see what's going on with Gallagher. Gallagher getting ready to throw those nades up and over. Does get one onto. He gets 2 knocks and 1 elimination. So let's see. He does have, let's see, is Carnage still in this? Carnage looks like he is really low. He is down to about 5 HP. Bear up to 4 eliminations, but he's been knocked. And so now Wiz trying to dance around, trying to make sure he can figure out where the Gods of War are right above him. Urza Esports also in a fight now with Team Control Star. Let me go ahead and zoom on in just a little bit more. We've got Order and Team Control Star way up to that northeast. If you look in the mini map down below on that right hand side, let me go ahead. They are way up in the blue north of Toramunda in that fight. So let's get up on over to Team Control Star, find out what is happening here, and I'll go ahead and make sure that that map is right on everybody. We are headed into stage 4, so at this point, we are going to start getting a lot more zone damage. So we are down to Star and Itachi. Tachi right over here. Tai Chi. I thought that was a Tachi, guys. It's Tai Chi. So Tai Chi now trying to come up, trying to hold off the push by Urza Esports. Urza Esports Zayn coming right up on this push. Oh, look at that. Tai Chi knocks Tai Chi. That is devastating. So we're down to just Star. Star trying to get on out of there. So now Urza Vortex gets taken out. Vortex. No. So now let's see. It looks like we've got, this is the main fight. We do have several. Gods of War. Gods of War just finished off. Who did you just finish off over here? Was that almost there? Because I see almost there moving out and around. There goes Bear right there. Bear there. Alright, so Nuxify, let me check on you again. Alright, at least the beetle might roll a little better. Nuxify. Bye, Ibram. Thank you. Thank you for all the memberships. Thank you so much. So now, let's see what else is happening with the Thunder Beast right on over here. Thunder Beast does have Velocity pulling up right on the outside, right around him. So now let's see what is going on. And Nuxify is never going to speak to me again. I'm sorry. But here is the Quack. The Quack now trying to stay out of the spray by the Nexus Alliance. So let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. You can see that Team Control Star is way up there by that F. But so if you guys want to pay attention to that, but I'll go ahead and scroll on in as much as I can to get everybody else on your screen so that you get a better idea of what's going on. That's a good time to put up the map stream so that you guys can see a little better where your teams may be. You've got oh, I guess we a hoe coming right up, and Smiley, if this is you, I'm gonna kick your butt. So he's gonna come right up into the Nexus Alliance. So you can see him right there trying to get those angles, and now gonna come in onto Velocity as well, but he's just gotta make it right there into that edge of zone. So now he does make it out of the blue, but he can hear that that buggy is right there. Oh, a nade shack with bushes. Perfect for the hoe. Nuxify. I'm sorry, Nuxify. Let's get off you. We're going to come on down to the southern side and find out what is going on with Scare. I'm scared of Scare. He's a mean one, guys. He's a mean one. Ooh, the Gods of War putting in some work. Let's see, where are the Gods of War? He's not over here. We also have Rain Esports not too far away. Let's check in on Rain Esports. All 4 of them still standing. We do have 11 teams in this, and we are in the stage of Anarchy. We are in stage 5, getting ready to really push these teams in right on top of each other. As you can see, the zone did shift to that western edge, fairly west, so just to the north side, up in those hills above the water treatment. Another gifted membership. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Alright, let's see what's going on over here and right in the edge of zone, just down below the hills. So let's see if we can figure out who's up here on the hills. It is Team 23. Calicar, stand back up. We got Merritt right on over here trying to get that coverage across over onto Gil, but Gil, I'm not sure what Gil is doing either. Merritt's gotta get on in. He's gonna go ahead and pick up Calicar. Let's see. Let me check and what is happening. Let's put that map stream up. See who's right on top of each other. I see the beast coming, Thunder Beast coming right up and in. Let me get on over to the Thunder Beast and see what's happening on their side. So as they're coming right up, they do have. Ooh! I think that was from, it was from Calicar. Calicar taking that down, and We Da Ho is right over there on that backside. Did we lose him? No. We Da Ho still right over here, still trying to get into zone, but look at the mini map. He has every team right around him. We Da Ho trying to get those shots down on the Nexus Alliance, and Velocity and Nuxify creeping up onto that edge, just creeping. He's in a beetle, guys. He's in a beetle. He is never going to speak to me again. Alright, so let's check in on what the Hitman is doing. Look at all the tags in front of the Hitman, but the Hitman, you can see he is right on the edge of the zone, and he does have to get on in the zone. So let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll on, and you can see that. Oh, no, a Nuxify's team. A Nuxify is now a solo as well. So I think the hoe is right out here in the blue. Right here on the backside of the Hitman trying to go. Oh, he goes out to zone. Oh, and the Nuxify making his move, trying to get on out of there. Nuxify now just on that edge is able to get right here underneath the Gods of War. Let's get up on over to the Gods of War and see what's happening as they're getting pushed up by the Order. The Order coming right up and over that edge. So now let's see what JC is doing. JC up to 4 eliminations is able to take Merit out. And they're down. Calicar getting picked back up. Look at that spray from another Avacon. And we're down to the top 5 teams. So I think we should be able to get a little bit of bird's eye view. Let me see what I can see on this. I'll go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can see what I can see. So we got the Order from the top of the hill. We do have the Stormrot still down in the water treatment. We've got Nexus Alliance pushing up. Sharice right there in that center. He is getting surrounded on by all sides. Trying to hold down that center zone. You can see that Sharice is right on, well, he is now on that very far west side. So now we do have, he's gonna have to, ooh, he is still in zone. Look at this. Tossinelli is in zone, guys. Very southern side of zone. Nexus Alliance straight across from him. Look at that shot right on over onto both of them from Nexus Alliance. So now Sharice, what's going on with you? You got him coming right up and in on top of you. So now Sharice trying to hold off the push by the Nexus Alliance. Let me try to get this up and over a little bit better. It is a 2v1v2. So now it is just Stormrot down to about 5 HP against the duo. We gotta keep JC on the screen because JC is up to 5 eliminations. It is the Order versus the Stormrot. So now JC on your left and Tossinelli on your right. Let's go. We do have that drop right there. You know Tossinelli is looking at that drop and JC is right about. Look at this. Getting that. Conquest is coming up on the side angle. Oh, and he goes out to zone. There you have it, guys. There you have it. The Order coming in first with 7 eliminations. Stormrot, the solo with 5 eliminations. Guys, imagine what he could have done with a full team. Rain Esports coming in third with 5 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, 19 and 20. Going all out. Gods of War, the artiste himself, Calicar. 7 eliminations, 1,082 damage. And with that, we will be jumping with Calicar when we come right back. Chillerim, hello. Be right back. Able to get on out of there just in time. It does look like now Hala is getting pushed up on by the duo from T Games. So let's see. It looks like, oh, right there's Hawa not even worried about that nade going over the cross top of his head, but you could see that there's another player right on down below him. Nade did get a little bit of damage onto him. Hawa's going to have to hurry up. Look at how much damage is already getting taken onto Hawa and we are only in stage 2. So let's go. We'll stay here for just a minute. Let's check in on what's happening. Exceed now in a fight right on over here with not only Just for Fun, but we also have Team 5, the Gujarat Lions. So we need to get over to that fight that's going on in the graveyard. And Hawa going down. So now we only have a duo over here. Viper trying to get those shots over onto T-Games. T-Games, we do have one going down to Pedrino. Now trying to wrap up and around. Let's check in on Luxury. Luxury right over on top of him. Trying to get those shots down onto Pedrino. And now they are still coming up. Luxury still trying to get these shots. The nade. Will this nade connect over onto T-Games? Here's where they are. The Golden Fire's still in that fight. And he does get a nade over onto one. He's trying to get the next nade. He gets another nade onto Pedrino. So now T-Games down to just a solo over here as the duo from the Fearless Four comes trying to push right up and in on top of him. Oh, he's down to 1 HP. With 1 HP Luxury. Luxury able to finish that off, but I see another player coming up and in absolute pain over here, taking out Luxury after that play. And so now let's go. How many of them are over here? It looks like we got a duo for absolute pain coming up on the back side of this. Now all 4 of them, it's going to be a 1v4 for Viper. Viper needs to get on out of there. Even though there's a lot of crates, he is a 1v4 situation away from zone. They're not too far away, but you can see that zone's getting ready to close, and we're headed over towards San Martin and the Hacienda del Patron. Looks like Viper may try to call this the last stand, so let's get on over to the fight with Exceed and Golden Fire. So let's see. Oh no, the Golden Fire down to just a solo again right here within the graveyard minus Generalis area. Blasphemy over here for excellence. Up to 3 eliminations, but they're not too far away from secret waves as well. You can see that we do have the Silver Spurs up on top of the rock, Red Rock just to the north of minus Generalis. So let's see. We still have this way up here. Let's go back to this. Can he survive this? Are they going to go ahead and leave it? Looks like they're going to go ahead and call the priority of going back to zone. And I clicked on someone and not in here. Let's get it back on over here and see what's happening. We do have another team rolling up and around. You can see that we do have team 22 coming in, the Lost Cause. So Lost Cause also coming into this minus Generalis area. While you guys watch that for a second, I'll go ahead and scroll in on this map, get a little better. So we do have Viper still up in that the Cabarilla area with Absolute Pain leaving the area, so he might be able to wrap on in. I'll go ahead and put the map screen back up, give you guys an idea of where your teams are, where they're coming on in. If you have a team that you want to check in, let me know and we'll go ahead and check in onto them. Let's see. Well, let's go and check in on our top fragger. He's top fragger of the left. Hello everyone and welcome back. Let's get in over onto Rondo. We are here with the Odyssey of Champions. This is Group Hera. We are, there we go, got it. Got it. We are a little bit ahead of where we were just a few minutes ago. So, welcome back, everyone. We are headed into match 3. Let me check. I don't think we got the scores for match 2 just yet. We did get the scores for match 1. I'll go ahead and share those with you. Coming into the Miramar match that we just watched there. Oops. Oh my, clicking buttons tonight. There we go. All-Star Esports won that first match with 16 total points. Coming in second, Necro Esports 13. And going in third, we had Zero Mercy. But we just came out of match 2. And I will get the scores to you when we get them. But for now, we are headed already back into Rondo. Let's get that map up there. This time we're going to be jumping with Gods of War, Caligar, the Artist. 7 eliminations, 1,082 damage. Let's go. Let's go find the Caligar. Whoo! My hair is standing straight up. My anxiety. They're trying to kill me tonight. Alright, let's go. Let's find Gods of War. All the way down. And the Beast. Him there. And let me get him over here on this screen. Give him some screen time. I love big fan Artist. Match 3 already, guys, and it's barely 8 o'clock. It's barely been an hour. If you guys aren't feeling rushed, well, you should try this chair right here, let me tell you. They're trying to keep me on my head, I'm telling you. I'm upside down and backwards. But let's see what kind of chaos these teams can create in Rondo. Our next flight path, we're coming in from pretty central. We're right up there to the east side, and let's see, Nanchan and going all the way down to Jejina City. So we're going right past the test track, the Neox factory. Mayron, I've noticed, is really kind of a hot drop for these NA teams. Stadium may get a team or two, but not generally speaking. They usually have one team that goes there. So now that I said that, we'll have 5 teams in the stadium just because I said it. We are jumping with the Gods of War, guys. And I'm trying to get my anxiety level back down to usable. So let's see. Our first zone did pop, and we're pretty central on this map. And so Gods of War headed on down. It looks like they're going to the test track Neox factory, and that's where a lot of these teams like to drop. So we'll stay here for just a minute while I check out the rest of the map. As you know, it is fast and furious. Look at all the teams. Oh, if you think I'm gonna be able to tell you all the teams over here, you're crazy. We've got Velocity, Thunder Beast, Rich Esports, Four Sexy Frogs, Sinners, Urza Esports, Zero Mercy, All-Star Esports. They are all right here in the Neox Factory test track area. So the rest of these teams, like I said, only one team, Alpha 4 Legend, went to stadium. And Dan Ching is going to end up with Straight Out Nepal, Sinners. And who is this? I guess is headed over there. Mayron also with the 2 teams. But right now, the whole chaos is this test track Neox factory area. I'll go ahead and leave it like that for just a minute so that you guys can see the absolute chaos that is going on. We've already lost Dude Walla out of all this chaos. Urza Esports, I think you can Zayn just went. No, Zayn is still standing, but he is the last one standing over here. Urza does, or Sinners does have Scarface right across. Let's see what's going on with Scarface. Looks like Scare down to about 5 HP. Scare does have a little bit of weight on his shoulders trying to get that vampire back up, but we do have some teams coming right up and in. Let's check in on Zayn now because he finds Scarface coming out and around that corner. Look at Zayn making sure that they don't get him easy, and we still have Scare right there. Scare trying to hold on. Oh, Scare through the window. Man, there they go. Should have stayed on Scare. The rest of them are trying to get on over to a recall center. So now let's go back on over here, and we clicked on Calicar one more time. Let's see what's going on over here with the All-Star Esports. Candy Joe coming right up and in onto Zero Mercy. Oh, right through the window. Potato did not potato there at all. So he's got that S12, and he is now getting pushed up on by the rest of them from the All-Stars. Comes out around, but he does get taken down, and he's got so many teams at his back. Where is Baby? All the way over at the recall center. So let's go on back over to see what's going on. If I can click on anybody that is still remaining over in this area. So now let's see what else. John Barry, the FPP King. Is that what you're saying? Yes, it's Chile. Oh, I left that up there. So now let's go ahead and give you guys the map so you guys can see what is going on, because these teams are starting to spread out. Not quite such the chaos. So now let's see. Punjab from the top of the factory trying to get those shots across onto the Gods of War. Now he sees the Sinners right across in front of him. That was Scarface he was able to see. And I hear the sticky bombs going off right on down below him from, looks like Team 4 Velocity, and he does get taken down. So now let's get on down and see what's going on with the SK bot. I hear you, buddy. You're over there just throwing all those sticky bombs. It looks like Scarface is going to be able to get you picked back up again. So let's get on over to the Thunder Beast and the Zazabot. Zazabot does get taken down. So now we got a beer trying to come up and in. A beer running through the Neox factory without a helmet. That is just a rough one. In my dream, I was still sending gifts. I like that dream. I like it. Alright, so let's see. We do have Velocity. It looks like Velocity in the center is still right across the street. A beer does find the helmet. Now let's see. Let's check in on what is happening with Alpha 4 Legend ICT going down over here. And let's see, who is that? Hui K, what are you shooting at over here? Ooh, the flying mobile. Necro, Nighty Night. Alright, so let's see. Happily, I like it. Alright, so let's see what else is happening, guys. Let me go ahead and put that map stream back up there so you can try to figure out if your team has tried to figure out where their new home is going to be for the rest of this map. We've got a lot of eliminations. Wizard for Napala, Hone, they are right over here with the order. And don't forget that JC for the order was bringing in some order with his eliminations that last match in Miramar. So let's see. It still looks like we got a lot of chaos headed over towards that. Again, another one. Thank you, UMash. Congratulations, UMash. Let's go over to Team Control Star. Find out what is happening. I see Alpha 4 Legends coming up and in center. Scarface in a fight with Thunder Beast. Thunder Beast also looks like Star's trying to keep an eye on that rotation from Alpha 4 Legend. So now let's go on down. Alpha 4 Legend on that outside. Let's get back over to the Neox factory. We are still collecting crates over here. The amount of crates that should be in this factory, these guys should be tripping over them for days. And now we do have another team that has pulled up and in Thunder Boost. The rest of the team still coming right up and in Merit. All 4 of them from the Gods of War back up. We still have 18 teams, guys. I love seeing it. GG's, guys. This is the way you play the match with the heart. Hello, Hello. Oh, no. Merritt getting taken down and out with the Gods of War. Where are you guys? You are all the way down in Danshin. Let's go back over and see what Scar. Scare. I keep saying Scar to say Scarface, but this is Scare. He's up to 4 eliminations now, guys, and we still have all these teams over here in the Neox factory. We still have the Beast and Zero Mercy, baby. Let's go, baby. But you're missing the fight over here as they are pushing up onto Center Scar. Oh, I'm sorry, Scare. It's because I keep calling you the wrong name. I know. Sinners, though. It looks like they're taking over the Neox factory over here. They're over here by the water treatment. Let's head on over and see what's going on with the Storm Rot. Ooh, we got people falling from the sky right up and in onto Nexus Alliance. Nexus Alliance season. Oh, season on that push. Getting taken down and out by Storm Rot. Alright, let's get on over to Urza in a fight with Straight Outta Nepal. What you doing, Lafse? You know, Straight Outta Nepal has all these angles over here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, you're driving right straight into Wolf. And Lafse. Oh! Zeus came up on the other side, able to find Wolf. So now Straight Outta Nepal down to the trio, but they are up to 8 eliminations now, down to a duo. Spence and Hope, the last 2. So let's see, do they have any recalls left? It does look like Spence is headed over to another recall. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get on over and get his teammates picked back up. We are headed into the next zone. Let's head over here and find out what is going on with Nepalehone. So we got Nepalehone right over here in Meran, and they are outside of zone. The test track, the chaos that we've been watching most of this match over in the Neox factory is center zone. So let's see what is going on over here. We got Quack. It doesn't look like your Golden Sonic's very happy with all of this, but here comes a Nuxify. What do you see? He's like, oh, nope, I'm coming on down. And the Nuxify running straight into Rain Esports as they are coming right up and into zone. Let's check in on Charisse and Rain Esports while I try to get this map a little better for you guys. But we still have Nexus Alliance all the way over to that west side. So I can't even zoom in all that much. So let me put that map stream back up there. But Charisse is now headed straight up and over into Team 18, the order, as he's also getting shot from who is behind. Oh, I can't even tell who's behind you. We still have 18 teams in this. Stage 3, 18 teams. It was Velocity taking all those shots at Charisse as Charisse was coming on the rotation. So now let's go check in on the 4 sexy frogs, figure out where the 4 sexy frogs are in that fight with Nepalehone, and see what's going on with the wizard over here with the 4 sexy frogs. Wingardium Furiosa. Trying to get those shots over onto Napoleone when they are doing the rotation right on out of Mayron. In our zone. I think I can get that map a little closer for you guys, but we still have a pretty wide spread going from east to west, trying to get closer to that zone. We are in stage 3. It looks like Furiosa gonna be keeping an eye, might be rotating now to get on out of there. And Scarface now going down over here to, let's see, where's Scarface now? Let's see what's going on up here. I think we've got the Gods of War coming up and around. They've been pretty quiet throughout this rondo match. They do have 4 eliminations, but now they are coming right they got Rain almost there behind him. Calicar, I think, going down to Alpha 4 Legend, but Alpha 4 Legend poofing into that green crate right as we came up and around. Calicar is not down. He's just down in a little bit of health. And now Charisse, what is going on with you over here? Who are you in a fight with? Velocity pushing up onto Charisse over here. So now he does it, and Nexify right there. Nexify coming out and around with that S12 right onto Charisse, as Charisse was trying to get that heal off. So now let's go. Woo, you guys are too sweaty. Now let's see what's going on with Scare, because I keep calling you the wrong name. I'll give you a little more screen time, and it does have Team 5. I guess is coming up those stairs at him, and see what he can do now with the S12 and the AUG. We all like the AUG now, don't we, boys? Don't we? And I think I can roll that map in a little bit more for you guys. See most of it now. There you go. We have a minute to put this map up while they're getting ready to push up onto Scare. Let me go ahead and get that a little better centered for you. And we still have 18 teams in this. That's how much chaos there is. All these teams just collecting the insane points of Rondo, making use of all the points that are available to them. Let's check in on Spider-Man. Oh, right when I clicked on over him, he does get Scarface. And so now let's see, as they're coming up right into that Molly. Scare trying to make sure that they know that their little feet are gonna get burned if they come up those stairs. Oh, the scare of the stairs. Blah 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 blah. Alright guys, I cannot keep up with this, but this is absolute chaos. Spider-Man's still trying to hold off the push. As, let's see, they're trying to push right into the Sinners. The Sinners are not making it easy to push right on in there. Scarface back up. Scare is scary with 5 eliminations and still trying to hold off the push from, I guess going up another flight. Going up to the top floor, and right there, right above them, as they're popping right on out, is Spider-Man. Where would you expect to find Spider-Man? Above you, of course. So now, let's see what else is happening with the rest of this map. We still have so much chaos over this. Holy moly. And so now Scare's going to be able to get his teammate back up. Scarface back up onto his feet. And I see Team Control Star coming in. Let's check in on Star. Star, do you really want to go over there? Woo, it's hot over there. So now let's check in on what is happening right up here. Look at this angle. Does find Order Conquest. Got Hui K, JC from the Order right on down below. This is Ainsley. We've already got some of the Doritos from the sky, the emergency cover sticks getting put into use, and we are only in stage 5 at this moment. Hello, Joker. Big fan, Joker. Big fan. Are you in this chaos tonight? Because I haven't seen you. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. Let's check in on straight on Nepal because they're right on over here. Hope. Bringing the Hope alive with 5 eliminations. They were over here with Rain Eastwood. Oh, driving right up and in on them. Hooey K. No. Right turn. Divert. Alright, so now Potato trying to get those nades right up and over onto Team Control Star. Team Control Star straight across from them. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in. You can see down below that we are no longer on that test track. We're just going to the Neox factory. You can see that we still have a lot of teams that need to come on in. And as of now, we are down to 9-10. 10, 9, 8, 7. So a lot of these teams are not going to be able to get on over to that Neox factory because the Neox factory is already packed full of teams. Tai Chi, another name that I've been calling the wrong person. So now let's give Tai Chi just a little bit more screen time because Potato, Tai Chi gets found. So now that was by Zero Mercy from across the way. Let's check in on Zero Mercy. Baby, crawling across, trying to get over to the Potato, throw it. We didn't see that, Potato. We did not see that. Alright, so let's get on over to find out what is happening right over here in the Neox factory. So the factory is starting to fill up. You can see that we've got several teams right here in the factory already. We've got the Storm Rot over here with Thunder Beast. We've got Velocity over here. Where's the Nuxify? I know he's never going to speak to me again. Right on over here, up top, trying to keep track of what is going on. I guess is coming in. Urza Esports, and they move the zone shifts. Going to the north side, straight on Nepal. Spence is now in zone. Nuxify, I'm sorry. Don't hate me forever. Alright, so now Spence is right on over here. He's going to throw some of that smoke. He does have to scooch on in just a little bit. Let's see if we can get a sky view of what's happening. Let me go ahead and put the full iPad stream up here. And we got the Doritos from the sky just dropping on down. Look at this. We got Urza Esports over here straight out of Nepal. I guess Weeahoo! I totally missed you this match, but I see you over there now. So now we've also got Thunder Beast. We still have 6 teams. You can see that all 6 teams are in here. Let's check in on Weeahoo. Just because. And so now I guess is still trying to get up and in, but he is coming into one of the most compacted area of the Neox factory. So now, a Nuxify. Might have just seen him from above, and so Nuxify. Now we're down to Zayn and Zeus for Urza Esports. Let's see. Straight out of Nepal, Spence. We got Urza Zeus across the way. We've got Urza Zayn right on down, and 3 of them from the Storm Rat. We are down to the top 3 teams right on there. So let's get this stream right back up and see what's going to happen. Alright, looks like Zayn ready for them to come on out. But we got straight on. Ooh, that Zayn. Take advantage of that. Move on over. Oh, here comes the smokes. And right into Zayn. Zayn was ready for that push coming right on out. And Spence across the way is also taking those shots. And now here comes the mollies from Zayn. So now the push by all of them. Zeus is coming up and around. We got Spence still hanging in there, but Spence is also throwing some smokes, trying to make sure that he can get out from behind that bus stop. And now the Stormrot down to just a duo, afraid to come on out. Those emergency covers. Look at that, the nade coming right in from Zeus. And now Spence trying to get those shots over onto Stormrot. But it is a 2v1v1. Spence, he found you. He's getting some of that. Alright, guys. Urza Esports coming in first with 13 eliminations, 10 placement points, popping them up the leaderboard. 23 total points. GG Urza Esports. Stormrock coming in second with 7 eliminations, and straight out of Nepal coming in third with 12 eliminations. 12 GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, 19 through 21. Going all out, Urza Esports Zeus. 7 eliminations, 885 damage. And with that, we will be right back. I'm going to go get an AED because I just had a heart attack. Be right back, guys. Last match, still at just 1 elimination. They've closed the gap on their 2-2 split. They're a little closer now over here to the Hacienda, which at this point it's probably a good idea. Good idea. Alright, let's get on over to the Secret Ways. The Secret Ways are now starting to push right up and in over onto where the rest of the teams you can see in the mini map. We do have several teams that they are pushing into. We've got the Broken Spirits, Just for Fun, Excellence, the Lost Cause, and the Silver Spurs. So let's go ahead and get that on up there. So we do have the Silver Spurs right on the backside. We got Master YouTube. Master. Let's see what's going to happen as they're pushing up in the grays over here at the intersection, just to the southwest side or southeast side of the Hacienda Duck Throne. Go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. And we do have a fight between the Lost Cause and Excellence as well. And then oh, we got a 12 gauge shotted. Sandwich delivered, DoorDashed. Alright, let's get on over to Wagon. Wagon, what are you doing? You got the Golden Fire right across the way. The Golden Fire is out in the blue, so Avalon's gonna have to get on out of there. We're in stage 3-4 at this point, so the zone's gonna start hurting now. So we need to think about rotating right up and out. Don't forget, these teams, every point counts. They want to be in the top 7 to be able to go into finals this week. So let's see. Let's check in on the Booty Bandit. You guys and your names, so creative. Alright, what's going on with you, Avalon? Are you gonna just go ahead and eat this? It looks like he's got several band-aids. Nope, he's going to get on out of there. So let's go ahead. Let me put that map screen back up there. It looks like Secret Ways in another fight. Secret Ways trying to fight their way into zone. We're still over here at the grays intersection, but we got Broken Spirits right across the street. Broken Spirits down here in the tankers, but they are getting surrounded. They've got teams across in every direction. So taco lovers are starting to come right up and in. Taco Bell and Taco Thursday over not too far. Where are they? Over here at the Hacienda? Yes, they are. They're at the Hacienda. So Wagon now getting into that fight. Where is Wagon? Wagon, as you can see, has a long way to go, but blasphemy up to 3 elimination, and Wagon with that elimination. So they're going to be coming down and in onto onto the Broken Spirits, depending on where they rotate. They do have this whole eastern side of the map to get on in, and it does look like we've got a fight over here. Monday, just finding somebody. Let's see. Monday. Alright, so it looks like Monday's going to be able to get some of that. Not the greatest buggy, but it should be able to get them moving on up. And we, as you guys can see on the map screen, we don't have any real active fights at this moment. They are all just making sure that their helmets and gear are real down. Got Thursday. Ooh, Thursday. Oh, Thursday getting hit from absolute pain. Absolute pain at the compound. Right on over here. That's not absolute pain, guys. I missed him. Let's see. Let's get on over to absolute pain. They are on this northwest edge. So just outside the zone. Trying to get those shots across onto the Gods of War. And Monday, now in a fight. Monday in that buggy, trying to get on in, and was able to get into a fight with the Lost Cause. And somehow that just all seems to make sense. We got the Lost Cause Monday. Yep. And we still have the Golden Fire. He is still working his way in. He is determined to get on in, but he's going to have to come on in right behind Aether Esports. And I do think Aether Esports is aware that he's here, but Aether Esports is also trying to get on in right into Taco Lovers. Hello everyone and welcome back. Here are the scores for matches 1 and 2 going into that insane rondo. The Order was in first place with 23 total points. The Gods of War coming in with 20. All-Star Esports at 18. So there are the scores that were coming in for the rondo match. Let me get this set up. Oops. Let me get this set up. We'll set this up over here. While you guys look at that, I can fix this really quick. Done and done. Alright, so now let's see. Let's go ahead and get over onto the live stream now. And here we go, guys. We're getting ready to start this match. This time we're going to be going with Urza Esports Zeus. 7 elimination, 885 damage. Let me get that off my stream. There we go. That did not work. Let's try this one. There we go. Headed in a match for the Odyssey of Champions. We are here with the Greek Storm and Simplicity Gaming. They are teaming up to bring this tournament to you. And let's check, see who's here, who's not. Team 13, Necro Esports. The dead have not risen just yet. Yeah, I'm right there with them. You guys are trying to kill me. You guys are trying to kill me. I get it. I get it, guys. I get it. Please, if you could think about it, please hit that like and subscribe. Help. The likes really help us all as a community, guys. It gets us pushed out so more people can see your insanity. And if you don't think you're insane, well... I don't know what else to call you guys. I love you guys. Alright, here we go. Headed into Erangel. And headed with Urza Zeus. Let me put the map screen up there so we can get both of them on there. I'll go ahead. If we load in on either one of these screens. Woo, you guys are trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. Ursa Zeus, where are you over here? Zeus on that one. And now let me find Zeus over here on this one. There we go. Whew, I caught up. I caught up, guys. I haven't caught my breath yet, but I caught up. I hope your Tuesday is going well. Gives me just a second. We have 23 seconds for me to take another deep breath before the insanity begins again. Oh my goodness, guys. Whew. And tonight's final flight path, we're coming in from the Lipovka area. We're almost the same flight path. We're coming in across the northern side of Milta, the eastern gas station, Eastern Bridge gas station, going along that northwest side of Military Base Island and out into the bay just to the south of Primorsk. So let's see where these teams are going. We're still jumping with Urza Esports. Looks like the very beginning of this flight path. We've got several teams already jumping off. Let's see what we can see over here by Lipovka. Holy smokes. We've got Alpha 4 Legend, Thunder Beast. We've got Rich Esports over here. Team Control. We've got the Scorpions right on in Lipovka. Almost there. The Order, I guess. Right up to the north side. Oh, we are going to Military Base Island, guys. We're going to the island. So we're going to have a bunch of chaos over on that Eastern Bridge. We already know this. And Urza's Esports over here at Walmart or the museum, depending on which you watch. That was really fun for me to say. Which you watcher. Look at the southwest edge of Military. What? Since when has this become such chaos over here? Dude, voila. Get back over there. So now Military. We got all these teams. Oh no, Gallagher. What's going on with your team? What happened? Alright, so now let's get on over to Napalehane. So we've got Rain Esports already in a fight over here at the Nova Crates. I just saw Scar go down. He went down to Charis. Charis coming up and around, but Bull, he's got that Tommy gun. Are you ready for that Tommy gun? Ooh, Charis getting two of them from the Sinners down, and now he is facing off against. He doesn't have a helmet. He doesn't have a vest. This is one of the reasons why he is one of my heroes. And now let's see what's going on. Straight across. Woo! He finds Vampire. Are you going to get a 4-piece? Charis. Oh, just missing the 4-piece. But he was able to get picked up by Woo. Look at that, Charis, GG with no helmet, no vest. Alright, what else is going on? Let's head on over to what the chaos is going in Lipovka. It looks like Alpha 4 Legend cleared out Lipovka. Whoever was there are no longer there, so let's see what else is happening. Let's get on over to Rich Esports. Find out what Rich Esports is doing. I don't think we need this much map to be shown. So Rich Esports now coming right up in on the team. Oh, going down. That is Nexus Alliance. Goldleaf getting that knock with the S12K right when we switched on over. Zero Mercy also in a fight with Napalehane. So let's see, where is Rich Esports and Napalehane? Here's Rich Esports right on over here. Let's check in on what's happening. That is where we were. Alright, so let's check in over here on Napoleone. So this is Nexus Alliance, guys. I don't know where Napoleone went. There was Zero Mercy. That's right. All right. See, I told you I am just having some issues tonight. You guys already know I have half the right, and that half was fried that last rondo match. So let's see what's going on with Team Control way up over here. The Gods of War Duwala going down, and he did make it. I guess he came back, or that might have been the guy standing in the middle of the street. Not the greatest place. It does look like Star is gone from Team Control Star, but they were coming up and around trying to get those shots, and I think that just about cleared them out over by the Kameshki area. So now let's see, where is Zero Mercy though? I still don't see where. Oh, I found the Napoleone. There they are. They're right over here, still in this fight, guys. So we didn't miss too much. Zero Mercy down to just the duo. We got the baby and the Bob there right on over here. So now look at this. I think Zero Mercy down to Justice. Solo is Nabali tries to do the drop shot over on the Flex. Oh no, Flex does get taken out. So now Revenzer trying to come right up and in. I've clicked on him 12 times. There we go. Revenzer trying to come out. Finishing off Bob from Zero Mercy. So Zero Mercy out. Look at this, 1 HP. He took 3 of them out, down to 1 HP. Napoleone, though, they are down to just a duo. They were able to get Flex picked back up. Now, let's get on over to Urza Esports. Find out what the last match top fragger is doing right on over here by the OP dip. They do have, I guess, over here with them. And he is just chewing on, I guess. What is going on? We-a-ho. We-a-ho, we gotta talk about your team. Alright, We-a-ho. Maybe if you had a little less hoeing. Oh, he's getting chased down now, guys. He's getting chased on down. Urza Esports right on him, and it looks like all 3 or 4 of them from 3 of them. We do have Zeus coming up right behind him, Lofsy and Zayn. So they're up and around. Let's see what We-a-ho getting ready to throw a nade. He doesn't look too nervous about that whole thing, but he is getting covered. The rest of them, look at that! Oh, 3 of them right on down. So there were 4 of them over here for Urza. I did miss the one, but they're going to be able to get their teammates picked back up, and we are already down to 12 teams. Rain Esports coming out of that win over in the crates now, trying to hold off the push as here comes the rest of the teams up to the top of the observatory. It is the All-Stars, the All-Star Esports right over on the backside of them, trying to get those shots right up onto them. But all 4 of them are standing for Rain Esports. Game didn't let me in. Dude, voila. Yeah, I got kicked out before one of the matches, and I barely got into spectator when they started it. Yeah, I get it, dude, voila. It's been a hair-raising night, let me tell you. I'm sorry, dude, voila, though. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Napoleone doing the wrap around that southern side of Sosnovka. So, what is going on over here? It looks like we got another fight happening. Storm Rod trying to hold off the push by Alpha 4 Legends. Let's check in on Huike. Huike, I just saw you over here, so he's going to be able to get Ken picked back up. Where's Dizzy? Dizzy's right here on top of him. So Dizzy does have all this information. Oh, Dizzy, let me stay on you. Sorry, Dizzy, I didn't mean to click off of you. And Stormrot, I don't think that they know that Dizzy is right here. Dizzy is in the middle of all this purple. But they are headed right on over to Huike. Huike did get that res off, so now he's going to go ahead and try to hold off the push. And the pop-up. Huike stopping the goat. The goat going down, and now Huike trying to hold off the rest of them. Dizzy getting all the way up onto the, no. So now Dizzy is down to about 5 HP and he's on the roof and the rest of his team is knocked or taken out. But I think they finished it off. I think he can get on over there and pick the rest of his team up. Coming in clutch for Alpha 4 Legend. Gonna be able to pick up Hui K and Ken and get them back in. But they are still in zone, so they have plenty of time to heal right on up. We got almost there coming in. Urza Esports up there. Let me go ahead and put that map up there. Give you guys a chance to check in on where your teams are. Sorry about that. Let me get that a little better. There you go. And it does look like we've gotten a Palehoni in a little bit of a pickle over here. They are getting squeezed in by the duo from the All-Star Esports. All-Star Esports, you can see one just up in the front of them and one all the way to the east of them, or west of them. Also east, so I wasn't far off. But look at this. We also have Jalu. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, they knew you were coming up and in there. Heard you. So let's see, who was that? That was Flex coming on out. Flex, gotta watch your back though, because you are in a triangle over here. They are keeping all those angles right on top of you. We still have Team Control Star way up in that north side too. They need to come on into the zone. So let me go ahead and do it like that so you guys can see a little better. But this is the active fight at the moment. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Revenzer. So he does see it. He does see all of them from the All-Stars. The All-Stars are starting to come up and in onto this push. And ooh, he's down already to 20 HP from that off angle up on top of that ridgeline. Oh, and he can't hold off the push by the duo and the shots through the window. So now Flex is the last one still standing for Napoleone. So our zone, what a nade by Candy Joe. Candy Joe, every time Candy Joe is on my stream, Candy Joe is popping off. So that is not a surprise. So we do have just on the other side, it looks like almost there is going to come in that west bridge side. Just going to be perfectly fine getting on in. Straight on Nepal, holding down that east bridge, and the rest of the teams are taking their time coming on in. It is only stage 2. I feel like it should be like stage 13 by this point, guys. You guys are killing me. Let's get over to almost there. They're getting into a fight over on that bridge side. So let me get on over here, find out what's happening. As we do have the 4 sexy frogs. The 4 sexy frogs coming up and in. Problem. Who did you get in a fight with? He's got 3 eliminations. They've got 6 total, but they're down to just a duo over here. And they do have to come on through. Almost there. Problem knows that they've got a team right in front of them. Problem always finding the problems, but they do figure out solutions as well. So let's see if we are going over to Novo. We got Novo over here and the observatory where Rain Esports at the moment has all the high ground, but they do have the All-Stars behind them. They're gonna have to make sure to keep their wits about them, because they do have a couple of teams all the way around them. Let's hope that some of those wild rooms are able to help them out. Furiosa. Wingardium Furiosa. What's going on over here? It looks like these two are going to be able to make it across the bridge. They should be able to, because it looks like almost there. Went to the south end. Ooh, I think they're going to gatekeep the south end, guys. I think they're going to gatekeep the south end. The 4 sexy frogs may not have such an easy way over this west bridge. So let me go ahead and put that on up there. Let's check in on some more teams. Let's see what's going to happen as Urza Esports is coming right up and in on two wheels. Alpha 4 Legend in that east bridge compound to the north side by the gas station, and it looks like Looks like they may be thinking about doing that West Bridge wraparound, but that West Bridge wraparound's not going to be any easier. I think it'd be easier at this point just to find a hovercraft and get across the water, if at all possible, because these bridges are in lockdown, guys. They have already locked and loaded. Looks like we've got a botation going on. The order is going to end up coming right up and in onto the All-Star Esports. So we're going to have a clash right on down there. We got a clash from Team Control Star. Team Control Star up on the HQA. So all the places that these teams want to be, there's already team right in front of them. So let's see what's going on. The Team Control Star, still a trio. We did lose Star earlier in this match, but let's see. Tai Chi, since I've said your name wrong 45 times this match, tonight, let's go ahead and put you on the stream as you rotate down and around. But we are still headed into stage 4. Oh no, we got dire splatter from Urza Esports. And what happened with the problem? What did you find over there? I saw you spraying someone down. Was that at the other end of the bridge? Oh, the bridge gets cleared out. Look at that, guys. The bridge did get cleared out at that south side, but now we got the 4 sexy frogs in front of Team Control. Urza turning back around. Alpha 4 Legend, I think they're either swimming across or doing the botation to come on in. Looks like Team The Order have come up and in along this coastline just to the south. But let's get on over to Almost There. Almost There came right up and in onto the All-Stars. The All-Stars have already held down this position for quite some time, but now we do have Almost There pushing right up and in onto this as well. So while you watch that, I'm going to try to scroll on in and get as many of these teams to show you what's going on. I don't feel good for Urza Esports because they did decide to wrap back around and head back over to the East Bridge. But the East Bridge is locked down by Straight Out of Nepal. And now we also have Alpha 4 Legend coming up onto Straight Out of Nepal over on that east edge side. So let's get on over to that Eastern Bridge, find out what's going on, see what's happening with Alpha 4 Legend coming right up and in onto Straight Out of Nepal. Straight Out of Nepal, I believe, knows that they are there. Yes, they do. They have been spotted out. So now Straight Out of Nepal getting ready to get into this fights. We'll stay here for just a second while I keep an eye on these. Oh, Urza Esports has a chance to get across, but Straight Out of Nepal is keeping an eye on them. And Team Control Star is now coming right up and over onto this side. The 4 sexy frogs coming right up and in over onto Almost There, right below Rain Esports. But the 4 sexy frogs did make it in. Wolf from Almost There down to about 5 HP. That could have been from Rain Esports from above, raining down some 5.56 right under their head. And now Furiosa and Problem coming right up and in over onto Almost There. So lost it, trying to get those shots and lost. No, lost. And now we're down to the last hope. Straight Out of Nepal, trying to get on over to get Spence picked back on up. But we do have Lofsy still. Oh, Lofsy, I'm sorry. Let's check in on Zeus. Zeus, get that horse swimming a little faster. A little faster, Zeusy. A little faster. Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. We got so much chaos, and we're still going down to this south side of the East Bridge gas station compound. So now we do have Rain Esports that's got to come on down the side of that mountain, but they don't have to come all the way down. They can keep that high ground. And we do have Urza Esports still coming across on the horse through the water. And Team Control Star trying to throw that nade. Oh, the nade from Spence. Spence priming that nade right on back. So now let's go on over. Oh, Spence gets found by the All-Star Esports. Almost there, Wolfie. You got to get on out of there. So now let's get on over into the age of, or to the All-Star Esports. Guys, gotta stop changing your names. I gotta tell you. Alright, so now let's see what's going on with the rest of them. We're down to the top 6 teams. And it looks like Candy Joe, out of these remaining teams, Candy Joe Center Zone is the top fragger at the moment. Let's see if we can get a sky view from above. As almost there, or right down below. Ooh, we still have Order way in that south side too. They got to come on into zone. You can see that almost there, right down below Rain Esports, where all the rest of the teams are right in the compounds. We have the All-Star Esports in the gas station and across the street. We got Team Control taking over the 3-stack. Alpha 4 Legend coming in a little bit further behind. Sorry. And then we do have, look at this, Order coming right up and in there, coming in right down below Rain Esports. Rain Esports right on top of Order. Conquest. Conquest still trying to come on down. So now we do have almost there Bear still in this zone. So they are coming in as well. And Conquest is going down slowly to the zone. Xanthi is right above him, and there he goes out to the zone. There are the remaining players of this match, guys. So Candy Joe still trying to get those shots across the way. Let's get on over to Team Control Star one more time for Tai Chi, guys. Tai Chi. It is not anything else. You guys heard me wrong this whole entire night. I did not call him the wrong name. Let me check in on Charis and Rain Esports. He knows that he's got almost there right down below Bear. Bear, where's the rest of your team? Bear. Ooh, there across the street. Bear's, I think, pinned down by Rain Esports. Wolfie over here trying to get those shots. Ooh! And who got you? It was the All-Star Esports that got you from across the way. Who is that? It was Ken from Alpha 4 Legends. So now Louie K trying to get those shots up onto Rain Esports. Charis, his little companion. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. Well, watch Louie K try to push up and into zone. One of them from Rain Esports, number 14. Not getting in there very easy. Come on, get down, get down. Oh, my iPad is stuck, so let's try this again. So now we're closing in the zone, almost there. Doesn't have to come on out. One of them, Wolf, goes down. Carnage trying to run across the street, and look at this. We got the truck going right on through. Team Control Star holding down the 3-stack, and let me get him off your screen, guys. And let's go and find somebody else. I'm sorry. And just like that, we're down to the top 2 teams. Let me get that off of there. There you go. And we do have Team Control, the Mortar from Candy Joe, coming right up and over. Woohoo! What a shot onto Team Control Star. Team Control Star does have a trio, but I'm not sure where the third pro. Oh, there he is. 66666 headed right up and around. Look at the Mortars coming right on down on top of our heads, guys. 666 on the off angle, coming up on the ridge line over the top of the All-Star Esports. There we go. There we go. Team Control Star. The rest of them pulling up and around as the All-Star Esports are getting over into the gas station compound. Look at this. They're all just pushing right up and in. Zion riding right into that nade. 666 and Tai Chi coming right up and around. So now let's see what's going on with Candy Joe. Candy Joe can see his feet underneath that. Do they get it underneath that? Look at this. Oh, Team Control Star. Both of them down to about 5 HP. And there you have it. The winners coming in first. We've got the All-Star Esports. I did not say their names wrong. Not once tonight. You heard it wrong. Coming in with 14 eliminations, 10 placement points, 24 points for this one Erangel match. GG. All-Star Esports. Coming in second, Team Control Star with 4 eliminations. 6666 with 4 eliminations. GG's coming in third. Almost there with 2 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 through 18, 19 and 20, going all out. All-Star Esports Candy Joe. 6 eliminations, 904 damage. And with that, guys, I'm going to call it a night. We're not going to have the scores, so if you want to check in on the scores, get on over to the server, and we will be back on Friday night to have the practice night for the finals. The top 7 teams from both groups, plus some invited teams. And as you've seen for the last 2 days, it has been all-out chaos. I hope you come back Friday night and check in on the practice, because I truly believe the practice night is going to be just insanity. Have a great night. Stay safe. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting the Greek Storm and Simplicity Gaming and me. We all truly appreciate you. Please hit the like and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Good night, everyone. And just for fun, Anuxify. Big fan of Anuxify. Big fan. Alright, so let's see what's going on over here with the